Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I am doing a ultraviolet smoky eye. I haven't done color in so long, and I just went to New York, well, about a month ago, and I got to try out Pat McGrath's new collection, and I was really inspired by her ultraviolet purple. It was like, it's such a pretty like purpley blue color that I wanted to kind of show you guys how you can do it in a tutorial without it looking like, ooh, you know, too much. I mean, this might be too, no, this is pretty. This is pretty. I'm gonna show you guys how I kind of neutralize the purple with browns. So let's get started. As you can see, I already have my foundation on, my brows on, I got my headband on, so you know I am ready to get to business. I'm gonna start with the Melt Cosmetics Unseen eyeshadow. So this is like a really neutral brown. It's similar to my skin tone. This will just be like the first transition color. And like I always tell you guys, it's like you want to build from light to dark, especially when you're doing a dramatic eye, and you want to make sure that your colors are going to blend. Did I tell you guys the brush? This is the Sigma E40 brush. Don't know if I said it, but I'm gonna say it again. Next, I'm going to use the Melt Cosmetics Rott eyeshadow. So this is a deeper brown. As you can see, this is going to create the depth in the crease, and it's just going to go on nice and smooth, which is why I like it. I'm using the same brush. So if I were just to put this by itself, it just wouldn't blend as well as me layering it on top of another shadow. You gotta build. I want my purple eyeshadow to really stand out, so I'm gonna use this Sigma Into the Blue liquid eyeshadow as a base. It's really cool. It's actually can be worn by itself. I'll swatch it. Yeah, you can see it. It's super like, it's kind of iridescent. I love using any type of liquid or cream colored eyeshadow as a base because it just amplifies the color, you know? This can definitely be worn by itself too. Oh, this brush is pretty easy to use. Can't even front. Usually like I have to use a brush. I'm like, I don't want to look up. I don't want to mess it up. But this little sponge applicator works pretty good. It's nice, but it's like not enough for what I want to do, you know? I freaking love this eyeshadow. I'm like, look what I just did. Trying to let this dry a little bit. I can't believe I dropped that. So I'm going to set the eyeshadow with the Pat McGrath Ultraviolet Blue eyeshadow. It's actually more of like a purple. It's like, I feel like it looks kind of bluish purple on screen. So I'm just dipping the Sigma E45 brush into the eyeshadow and tapping off the excess on my little paper towel right here. And I'm just gonna press the eyeshadow into the base. Last time I used this shadow, I felt like it worked better with my finger or like a natural hairbrush. Like I don't think you can really use like a synthetic hairbrush. It doesn't pick up the pigment. I'm actually gonna like press it on with my finger on the outside here. I just really needed that brush to get like all the way inside there. And you can still see a little bit of that liquid eyeshadow I used as a base. It's kind of showing through the shadow, which I kind of like. So pretty. So I want this look to be just like a little bit more dramatic. So I'm gonna use Dark Matter eyeshadow from Melt Cosmetics with my bullet brush. This is a black eyeshadow, and I just want to add like a little bit of darkness to the outer corner, you know? Like I feel like this is nice, but I want to bring it up a level. Because I just haven't done dark smoky eyes in like the longest time. So I'm using my little bullet brush, and I'm just pressing the black shadow on the outer corner. And I'm kind of being careful with this because it is black. And you guys already know, black it can be difficult to work with. That's why I'm kind of just taking my time with it, you know? And I'm just focusing the color on the deepest part of my crease. See how it's like when I open my eyes, like it's not all over the place. Now you can see the black actually doesn't look bad like this, but I'm gonna blend it in using that same brush I used in the crease earlier, just so it looks nice and smooth and smoky. Again, this is the E40 brush. And there really isn't a ton of pigment on the brush. I'm just blending out the black. You don't wanna add color to the brush because then your black may end up like way over here, you know? So before I add any shadow underneath, I'm just gonna line the top and the bottom because, and you'll see, I like the shadow to kind of go over and set the cream liner. This is the Smith 205 brush with Inglot black eyeliner. And you can see I'm making the line pretty thin because I want you to be able to see the purple. And I'm also lining the waterline. Depending on how smoky you want it, you can also bring that liner under the lash line, which is what I did, just to make it a little more dramatic. I'm like, it's weird because I used to do smoky eyes all the time. That was like my everyday look, and now it's like I'm just so used to doing like my natural eye that when I do smoky, I'm like not used to it. You know what I mean? Oh, but I like it. I still like it. Makes me miss the olden days. Okay, so that same ultraviolet eyeshadow we did on the lid here, I'm going to apply underneath using the same Smith 205 brush. I'm gonna do the same thing with the black eyeshadow, so I'm gonna add it to the outer corner of the lid here, or under the lid, under the lash line. Damn it. I'm adding the black eyeshadow under the lash line just on the outer corner. And I'm bringing it all the way up to where that line for your crease stops. So before I put on the lashes, I'm gonna add a touch of the Astral White pigment from Pat McGrath. It's like an iridescent blue. You can actually put this over black. It's super dope. You can put this over any blue or purple shade and it kind of intensifies it. Just gonna put a little bit in the inner corner here. I'm using the same Smith 205 brush. I don't know if I mentioned that. I like using an angled brush because it just gets right up in here. I'm gonna apply my favorite Maybelline Big Shot Mascara on my top and bottom lashes. Now, whenever I have a bold eyeshadow, I don't like to have like a super thick lash. I kind of like my lashes to be more separated and wispy just so you can see the color. You can definitely do this without lashes. Like I really do like how this looks, but I'm dramatic, I'm a drama queen, I have to do the lashes. So I'm using the Islay Flutterlashes. This is actually the lash here and I cut them already to fit my eye. And you can kind of see even the difference between the two eyes. It doesn't change it that much, which is what I like. Next, I'm gonna highlight the skin with Dose of Colors Gold is the New Black. This is a Sigma F42 brush. Whenever I do a colorful eye or a dark eye, I like my blush to be kind of neutral, so I don't like bright pink, corals, nothing like that. So I'm gonna use MAC's Sweetest Cocoa Blush. It's kind of like you can see like a really pretty, just neutral bronzy color. And this is the Bobbi Brown face brush, which has been shedding lately. Why? Okay, you guys should be proud of me. I'm not using MAC Cork Lip Liner. I'm trying something new. This is a KatVonD Hawkwin lip liner, which is kind of like a pinky brown. It's still like a neutral brown, but it has a little bit more pink than Cork. This is Lancome Love lipstick. And I'm gonna finish off the look with Kylie Exposed Lip Gloss. Thank you guys for watching my tutorial. Let me know in the comments if you guys like when I do these bright eyeshadow tutorials or if you like it to be kind of more on the neutral side. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and last but not least, strut and slay.